Welcome, my listeners. My name is Stephen Kamore. If new here, remember to subscribe to continue enjoying more life transforming videos. Are you there feeling desperate, defeated, and frustrated by your current life situations? This simple message will reignite your vision and re-energize you to take actions to positively change your situation. My listeners, trials and difficult situations are facts of life. Many times, we find ourselves face to face with giants. Giants here signifies problems that seems overwhelming to us. These could be problems in our families or in our homes, in our marriages, in parenting, in relationships, in career, in business, or other difficult circumstances. In this presentation, I want to share with you 5 key principles on how to turn a desperate and overwhelming situation into an opportunity of success. These principles are drawn from King David's war experience with Goliath. My focus will be on what it took for David to defeat Goliath and how to apply those principles to our own lives. Therefore, my perspective is a Christian perspective. This is recorded in the book of 1 Samuel 17, verse 32 to 51. Create time, read, and internalize the story as you continue listening. I'm sure you have heard this story many times, but as you listen to this presentation, allow the Holy Spirit to help you get deeper understanding of the shared principles to change your life for better. There are principles anyone can apply to turn any desperate situation into an opportunity of success. My listener, I have a living testimony that these principles have worked for me. And therefore, I am confident they can work for you too. Principle number 1, develop a positive mindset. Goliath was thought or perceived to be unconquerable, especially by David, who was not even a warrior. This was the mindset that was prevailing in the minds of the Israelites, including their king Saul. A positive mindset is critical to achieving your goals and dreams in life. David purposed to develop a new attitude of victory in a situation where everybody was desperate and frustrated. He confessed even before going to the real war, and I quote his words, "And I will kill that foreigner, Goliath." Successful people tend to open their mind to new ways of thinking about their situation. Everybody in Israel, including King Saul, thought Goliath was undefeatable. Interesting. But according to David, who purposed to open his mind to a new perspective, he perceived Goliath differently and assured the Israelites not to be discouraged because he can fight and defeat the giant. Positive mindset was the core secret behind the success of David's victory against Goliath. David said to Saul, let people not be discouraged, because he perceived victory even before going to war with Goliath. Lloyd T. Bennett once said, very important words that I treasure: keep your mind open. The meaning of things lies in how people perceive them. The same thing could mean different meaning to the same people at different times. My listener, let us reflect together David's perspective. According to the Israelites, Goliath was too big to be defeated. Get me right. He was too big to be defeated by any person. But according to David, Goliath was too big to be missed by a stone. Interesting. It is a fact that success is not a result, but rather a mindset. Positive mindset, therefore, will allow you to dream big about your situation, and will also help you to push the boundaries of your ideas to new levels. Opening up your mind to new positive ways of thinking is critical to success in life. Why? Because your thoughts becomes your words. Your words becomes your actions. Therefore, your actions becomes habits. Your habit becomes character, and your character becomes your destiny. David thought Goliath can be defeated, so success began in his mind, and therefore he spoke about the victory, and his conviction motivated him into action. Principle number 2. Do not allow people with negative perspectives weaken your positive convictions. We all meet people who are full of negativity and skepticism, who always second guess everything and criticize those around them. In life, my listener, we have people like Saul. Their negative mindset is like a wet blanket, smoothing anything productive or beneficial before it can start or ignite. Saul discouraged David even before going to war. This is what he told David: you can't go out and fight against these Philistines. You are not even a soldier. Goliath has been fighting in wars since he was a boy. This was very interesting. A whole king doubted the ability of David. He even diminished him. Can you see the words he used? You are not even a soldier. There are 7 things negative people will do to you. They will demean your value. destroy your image, dispose your dreams, discredit your imaginations, deframe your abilities, and disbelieve your opinions. My simple advice to you, my listener, is this: develop a can-do spirit and be sure you are not suppressed by the naysayers whose daily actions are meant to discourage you from achieving what you believe. Principle number 3. Develop high self-efficacy. I am a counselor and a psychologist. And according to psychologist Albert Bandura's socio-cognitive theory, self-efficacy refers to an individual's belief in his or her capacity to execute behaviors necessary to produce specific performance attainment. In brief, because all of us, my listeners, are not psychologists, I can summarize and say self-efficacy is a person's belief in the ability to succeed in a particular situation. David had high self-efficacy. He believed in his ability to fight and win the battle with Goliath based on his past experiences. Read in the Bible what he said, that there were times when I was taking care of my father's sheep, that wild animals came to take some sheep from the flock. Once there was a lion, and another time there was a bear. I chased that wild animal, attacked it, and took the sheep from its mouth. The wild animals jumped on me, but I caught it by the fur under its mouth, and I hit it and killed it. I killed both the lion and the bear like that. Let me challenge you, my listener. Do you believe in your ability to overcome that difficult, overwhelming, and challenging situation you are facing in your life right now? People with high self-efficacy view challenging problems and situations as tasks to be mastered, but not obstacles to be feared or avoided. Our belief in our own ability to succeed plays a role in how we think, how we act, how we feel about our praise in the world. As illustrated by King David, self-efficacy keeps growing throughout life as we acquire new skills, have new experiences, take risks, and keep putting efforts to succeed. David had all this in mind. He had killed a lion and a bear, and these were equally dangerous animals. And therefore he had confidence in his ability to kill the giant Goliath. Principle number 4. Take actions. Be a self-starter. Imagine, my listener, of a new car, very new, and every condition is in good order, but it has no ignition power. That car would forever remain stationary unless pushed or pulled. As a self-starter, be a person who begins to work and undertake an action or an initiative without waiting to be told or encouraged to do so. David did not wait for Goliath to come to him. He took initiative, personal initiative, to plan and face the giant. Can I tell you, my listener, faith doesn't retreat. Faith is running head on toward your opponent, that challenging situation. Can I repeat again? That faith does not retreat. Faith is running head on toward your opponent, that challenging situation. And therefore, I encourage you to take actions now to change your situation. It is only you who can make the difference you want to see in your life. It was only David who could defeat Goliath and change the history of his country. Principle number 5 and the last one, trust in God. David recorded this in Psalms 18 and verse 12. He said, "The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold." That is a very strong verse, which I love so much. David knew the nature of his unchanging God. He referred to him as a rock. He trusted that God would preserve him in the future as he had done in the past. God had delivered David from King Saul and from dangerous wild animals. He had that testimony. Therefore, he trusted and believed the same God will grant him victory against Goliath. Verse 37 records that the Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hands of these Philistines. Let me tell you, that confession was so strong that it even changed the mind of a negative person, that is Saul. The same Saul who thought David could not go to the battle and win against the Philistines because he was not even a soldier, is the same Saul now who uttered this word. He told David, "Go, and the Lord be with you." That's how powerful our faith can change people surrounding us with negativity until they are able to confess the same mentality, the same mindset and faith as you are confessing. Brett Harris once said, "It is amazing what we can do if we will trust God enough to step out of our comfort zone." David decided to step out of his comfort zone to face his situation directly and change. My listener, I have complete confidence that God is able to take care of my situation and provide an answer to any question or problem. He has all resources of the universe to draw upon in helping each one of us through any type of crisis if we truly trust him. Therefore, my listener, I encourage you to feed your faith and starve your doubts. In summary, there are 5 main principles you can apply to positively change your desperate situations into success. Point number 1, develop a positive mindset about your desperate situation. We can be stripped of everything in this life at any moment except one thing: the ability to choose our attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose the path we will take. 2, do not allow people with negative perspective to weaken your positive mindset. 3, develop high self-efficacy. Believe highly in your ability to turn things loud and make them better and positive. Take actions. Actions is the only thing that will make a difference. No one has ever become a hero by remaining stationary. Lastly, trust in God. You can face any circumstance with confidence and hope, because it is not your strength, wisdom, energy, or power that brings victory. Victory comes from God's ability. And when you place your trust in Him, you tap into irresistible force that no one and nothing can successfully oppose. I am sure, my listener, you have enjoyed listening to this video. It is my hope you have been inspired to face and conquer your giant situation like David. Remember, action is the antidote to despair. Take actions now. No one builds a legacy by standing still. I want to conclude with words of Alexander the Great. There is nothing impossible to him who will try. I would like to share with you another inspiring video. But before I do it, kindly remember to subscribe to my YouTube account to ensure you don't miss other inspiring, live, enriching, and empowering videos. I would appreciate if you share this video with a friend. Turn to your phone now or to your computer and search for another video in my YouTube to get empowered and inspired. Thank you and be blessed.